Half of the articles on the front page are over 9 fucking hours old. I read them at work this morning. Fix the goddamn algorithm. Fuck. Goddamn it. Response 1.
Not sure why everyone is being weird about this. Surely most people have noticed over the past few months the front page has grown relatively stale. As you say, often posts 9 hours and older are regularly on the front page. Posts that were seen in the morning will still be there at the end of the day. Many posts seen the night before will still be there the next morning. It's frustrating and no one is talking about it, which is bizarre.
Yep. It happened overnight shortly after the Ellen Pao debacle reached its peak. One day, Reddit became incredibly stale and there was a brief thread about how they were tweaking the algorithm and it was hand-waved away. It's so dead now. And the worst part is there's basically a rotation of which of my many subscribed subreddits are picked for the front page, and with the new algorithm lots of the ones I'd rather see rarely see the light of day.
I've been here for nearly 7 years and the site has become a shadow of its former self. One of the great things about Reddit was the speed that it moved. You would have a different front page every 10 or 15 minutes.
I've been here 10 years and I'm sick of too many rules that vary among subreddits so you never remember them, and comment threads being locked for stupid reasons. Reddit was supposed to be self-regulating through upvotes and downvotes, with the occasional report. Now it's starting to get really onerous.
Agreed, things started going downhill after the Dig migration. There are still some good small subs, but Reddit as a whole has really lost its identity.
Yeah, there are some good informational subreddits like Ask Historians, but due to the strict rules, there's virtually no discussion, so there are only about 10 undeleted comments per post and very few upvotes for even the main comment.
I love how strictly subs like Ask Historians are regulated. It beats the tired string of Reddit jokes you see in other posts.
Response 2.
Yeah, it's absolutely trash. Oftentimes I have multiple posts of 20+ hours old, they are completely worthless, there's not a discussion to be had anymore.
I find it confusing when I look through my front page, and then switch to RAll. I can find posts that I'm subbed to that are exploding, but not on my front page.
Confirmed. That just happened to me now when I visited your RAll link to check. On RAll I saw a 4-hour-old post from R Today I learned with 5,000 plus upvotes. On the front page no sign of it, yet loads of other posts were visible up to 24 hours old with only a few hundred upvotes. Seems very off.
That behavior has been present for years. The front page only includes a subset of your subscribed subreddits. It switches every few hours to another subset. Don't know the number or the duration, but it's been like that pretty much for as long as I remember. Our Reddit will know more, no doubt.
Quote, you may subscribe to as many subreddits as you like. However, on any given visit, your front page will only select up to 50 subreddits to show you 100 for gold users. This selection is refreshed every 30 minutes. When you view the My Subreddits dropdown, you are seeing only the current 50 selected. Source.
Holy shit, gold does something useful.
No kidding. Good thing I have 4 years from Alien Blue.
Response 3.
Why are people responding like there isn't a problem with the algorithm? It's well known that there's a problem, and Reddit have even said they're working on completely revamping it.
They claim that they already have. It didn't work.
It did work, it's exactly how they want it to be, unfortunately.
Deleted.
To be fair, now you know what it's like to be on Reddit when you're not attracted to girls. Constant tits and cooch everywhere.
My top 400 has none of the shit he's talking about. It might be a personalized Reddit for him, cheeky smiley face.
When you block the defaults and other shitholes, they pop up a bit. It's nice to see Reddit being body and trans positive in all.
Response 4.
And it's all because Reddit wanted to censor R the Donald.
The truth.
Back in the day they wanted to censor R atheism, which would normally have been in the default subs given its activity.
I remember when that sub was mostly image macros. The OL days.
Response 5.
IDK if you've noticed this or not, but Reddit overall is degrading, going the way of Dig and others before it. The user base gets younger, the content gets weaker, PCSJWs are moderators in all of the big subs, and censorship is at an all-time high. Why is there censorship when we have downvotes? This website is compromised, perfect time for a competitor to swoop in.
Exactly. This is happening as we speak.
Vote.co would be a suitable fit, but their servers can handle the amount of traffic that would soon flood them. Deleted.
Response 6.
They're turning it into cable news, same shit all day long.
Yeah, remember when news stories would break on Reddit hours before anything was shown on MSM? Now, that rarely happens.
Deleted 0.5688 quote, what is this?
Response 7.
I have noticed that breaking news events take around 20-30 minutes for them to reach the front page, whereas before if it was big enough they would get there almost instantly. It's reduced the value of Reddit for me personally, as I now see news articles posted elsewhere before I catch them via Reddit. This might be observation bias, but it does seem the algorithm has changed and as a consequence the site has slowed down.
I was one of the Reddit chatroom mods for the Boston bombing. Reddit comments found nearly everything first and watched networks pick it up hours later. That hasn't happened since, used to be the case for every major event. Live threads don't work. I'll read about a terrorist attack on CNN before I see it on r/all now. That was inconceivable 2 years ago.
Quote, the Boston bombing. Quote, Reddit comments found nearly everything first. Probably not the best example to use, given what happened as a result of those threads.
Response 8.
Also, r/all became like 30% shitty porn. I don't mind seeing a few links every so often, but it's a huge amount now.
What, you don't want to see a 12th static picture of a pair of boobs with the face cropped out per day?
Response 9.
Deleted.
20 hours, checking in.
Response 10.
Use, hide, functionality more often.
Quote, I do, but it's so tiresome. Why not just hide all upvoted and downvoted posts? It's in the settings, might as well use it. Then set filters to remove content or subs you hate, and then you get the best of what you want to see, and only serious Redditors will consume 24 hours or Reddit in 24 hours.
Response 11.
And as I read this, your post is 9 hours old and is 5 on my front page.
Same shit for me too. The whole Reddit as addicting joke, it's starting to be more and more irrelevant. A couple years ago I'd be checking Reddit on my phone constantly throughout the day. Now I have days at a time where I barely browse it once or twice.